Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How are we doing today? How are we feeling today? Hopefully everybody feels fine. Again, y'all can hear me, right? Okay. So we got another one that's not Miss Cartwright. She not Miss McGillicuddy. She not even Mrs. Stevenson. Like, she not. There's a lesson that I want to point out as I cover Tamar's very sad situation. She in a sad point in her life. This is ultimately a lesson in the grass is not greener on the other side. This is a lesson in patience. Okay. This is a lesson. Thank you, Steve, for kicking off the contributions. I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate that. There's a lesson in these things. Because I told you that wasn't going to work. First of all, Tamar is a hyena. Okay. And number two, the dude, the zaddy that she got with, he a red flag. He got all kind of baby mamas. So, I mean, he wasn't no better than nobody. He was not no better than nobody. And she had run-ins with the baby mamas. So he wasn't no more than a albino Pookie. He was an albino F-19. You know, he was an F-19 with a white paint job. I mean, F-19s come in a lot of different colors. Okay. He wasn't nobody. Talking about, and this is just the most I've been loved. Girl, bye. So we're going to get into it because, surprise, surprise, shock and awe. Zaddy called off the engagement. Zaddy called off the engagement. He's not feeling it anymore. Okay. And she's in a lot of other little trouble too. Tamar is essentially homeless. Nobody's reporting on that. She's kind of homeless. And this is homelessness. We don't really break that down. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to take a look at this bit of article. Matter of fact, you know what? No, we gonna stay right here because there's one sentence in here that's key. Tamar speaks out after former fiance breaks the engagement. Okay. Now, Tamar has finally spoken out after separating from her fiance, J.R. Robinson. The attorney confirmed the couple's breakup after just 7 months on October the 1st, revealing that he had, quote, now listen to this. This is why he said he broke up with her. This is a dude with a bunch of chaos in his life. Okay? Now, listen to what he said about why he broke up with her. I need y'all to pay close attention to this. Okay? Revealing that he had, quote, ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy and being a better person, noting that the reason behind the split was their private place. But while he remained mum on his reasoning, no, he just gave the reason, so you can't say he didn't say it. But while he remained mum on his reasoning, he did try to shut down claims that he had cheated on the reality star and asserted that he was not involved in the recent burglarizing of his ex's car. In a video posted to Instagram, the Black Braxton Family Values star opened up about the aftermath of the breakup. Also avoided specifics as she focused on her mental health and upcoming tour. It's always a mental health. Hyenas is always healing. Y'all notice that? Have y'all noticed that hyenas are always healing? They always gotta work on their mental health. Anyways, I've done a lot to work on my mental health and change who I used to be into who I am now. And I can't help if people fall into that perception because it's easy. Now it's other people's fault how she has shown up in the world. It's other people's fault how she showed up in the world. It's other people's fault how they perceive the things that she has put out into the public space for public consumption concerning her attitude, concerning her personality, concerning, how she behaves and all of this type of stuff. Now it's everybody else's fault for falling into the quote unquote trap of perceiving her a certain way. Ma'am, you have been on reality shows for more than a decade now with the Braxton Family Values and whatever little spinoffs or whatever she was doing, that the spinoff she had from that just focused on her and Vince when she was married to Vince. And so we are not just coming up with slander or coming up with a bad assessment of who Tamar Braxton is from out of the ether. People have come to a conclusion about you because of you. Because you thought that all of that foolishness and acting wild and twisting your neck, okay, and snatching dreams out the air every 2 seconds, you thought that was cute. You thought it was cute to blow up when y'all was on Iyanla Fix My Life. You thought it was cute to disrespect Iyanla until your mama checked you. So you thought it was cute to try to disrespect Vince when Vince was the best thing you ever had, and you'll never find him again. We're going to go into the grass being greener on the other side, the 80-20. And so many women give up awesome relationships, healthy relationships, because they can't take it. Because they can't take the order. They can't take the structure. They can't take a man being masculine. They can't take a man being a man in a relationship. We're going to break down the issue with Vince in just a little bit. But what I want y'all to focus on at this point, okay, we're gonna finish this little article just because it's short. Okay. And so she then appeared to allude to her breakup, confirming, I today am mentally healthy and I'm happy. I'm hurt, but such is life. I'm surprised, but okay. So he pulled a Jeezy, okay, came through with the breakup and you wasn't looking for it. You was acting out, didn't think that he would leave, but He did. Okay, plus she's looking forward to touring for the 10th anniversary of Love and War. So you're still riding off of the coattails of the success that you had with Vince. You have not had that level of success since him. Since him. She has been on a downward spiral since she called herself leaving Vince. But I just want everybody to know that the devil is a dirty liar, and I've worked. See, always it's the devil. No, it you is a dirty liar, and I worked my entire behind off. I funded this entire tour. She continued. Live Nation gave me the opportunity with it. She's excited to ignore the negativity and having a blast, quote unquote, with her fans. They always trying to act like they're having fun after taking an L. Thank you, Miss Almond. I said the healing never ends because it never begins. Exactly. Exactly. Let me talk to y'all about something. You know what? Before I get to that, let me finish laying my groundwork. I'm gonna share something else with you. Now, this I ran across this. Okay, we're gonna show a video of her car being broken into. Now, mind you, it's a little bit blurry, but all these people, these are black people. Okay, I'm gonna read first. The 4-time Grammy nominee took to her Instagram with a series of security camera footage clips to inform followers that she had been robbed. Okay, this is like a little picture, whatever, little picture, whatnot. Okay, all right. She shared security camera footage of her car being broken into while parked inside the garage of her Atlanta residence. Okay. The incident comes nearly 2 years after she revealed her Los Angeles, California home had been burglarized by a man she knew at the time. Tamar, who is now 46, had her vehicle parked in the lot of her Atlanta residence and claimed to have left many valuable items in the car. Footage showed a group of young people opening up Tamar's car's trunk doors and trunk as they slowly circled around and rummaged through what was inside. At one point, a white Toyota was seen pulled up in front of Tamar's car with the driver's door left open as the robbery was happening. The Love and War singer declared in her caption, "I got robbed at home. I'm not safe anywhere. I don't know why I keep getting violated." We're going to get into why you keep getting violated, baby. She continued, "I had a lot in my car because I don't live anywhere else. Because I'm not safe anywhere or with anyone." Now, at this point, at the time of this happening, she was still engaged to JR. I thought they were the better protectors. I thought black men didn't protect black women, but Zaddy did. And you're sitting here saying you don't feel safe anywhere or with anyone. That includes him. Tamar, the youngest sister of Tony Braxton, continued to explain the situation on her Instagram story. She wrote in a text post, "They robbed me for 30 minutes with all this surveillance in one of the most expensive buildings in Atlanta. No one did nothing." Okay. In the following slide, she asks why they take my garage good openers. "I feel like they are following me and my Bentley key. Where can I go? Nowhere, and trust who? I hate it here. Oh my God." Okay. So here we got, there's no sound, but the little footage or whatnot. And there you can see them there opening up the car, that sort of thing. Just sort of milling around. They were taking whatever. See, as you can see that they're inside the car. They just kind of, it's a couple of people. It's like 4 or 5 people, right? 4 or 5 people. We're going to break this down too. Now, I need the ladies to pay attention to the rest of this live stream. It is important, if you are in a relationship and that relationship is healthy, but you think it's boring, or you think you're not happy, despite the fact that there's nothing specifically going on in your relationship that is bad, that is toxic, that is wrong, that is abusive, that is anything like that. You just call yourself not feeling it no more, and this and that. I need y'all to pay close attention. Tamar Braxton has always wanted to be at the success level professionally that Tony was at. Okay? Tamar thinks that she deserves to be at the success level that Tony Braxton achieved professionally in her life. Okay? However, Tamar is impatient. She is what's the word I'm looking for? Not spontaneous, but it means that. She is, I hate when I lose the word. She is erratic, yes, but there's another word. It's not good. I hate impulsive. Thank you. She's impulsive. Thank you for the word. She's too impulsive. She reacts rather than responds. She does not think through anything before she's ready to move. She moves purely off of her emotions at the time. Tony introduced Tamar to Vince because, according to Tony, she thought they would be a good match. Vincent is a renowned producer and talent manager. He was managing Lady Gaga at the time that Tamar got with him. Okay. So he had pretty much made his bones in the music industry. Okay. He knew what he was doing when it came to being in his profession. Tamar is a very talented singer. If you listen to Tamar's voice, she has a beautiful voice. She has excellent control over her voice. Vocally, Tamar is a monster. Okay? I give props to that. I always like hearing good singing, and Tamar can sing. I won't take that away from her. However, there's a reason why people like Tamar Braxton, people like Kiki Wyatt, people like this who have this extraordinary amount of talent, when you hear them sing, when you hear them perform, when you hear it, it's like, why aren't you at the top of the charts? Why aren't you premiered everywhere. Why aren't you blowing up the way that your talent would dictate that you do that? And it's because these people are unworkable. Kiki is unworkable. She's so dysfunctional in her personal life that she can't function in her professional life, and it makes her unworkable. It makes it where you can't work with them. Keisha Cole is another one, although Keisha Cole's voice, in my opinion, is just all right. But again, she's not very workable. She should have been bigger than what she was, and she's not. What they have in common is being hyenas. But we're going to focus on Tamar's version of her hyenaism and how she ultimately played herself out of the best possible personal relationship and professional success with a black man. Tony might have thought that Tamar and Vince would make a good couple. She probably thought Vince had what it took to both corral Tamar personally and catapult her professionally. Tamar felt that Vincent would be her ticket in to getting this professional success. I'm talking about this specifically for a reason. We're going to get to the Mrs. Cartwright part. She got with Vince. Tamar thought she looked too good to be with a man that looked like Vince because Vince was overweight. Vincent was overweight. He wasn't this swagged out, you know what I'm saying, fly. He was not that. The other problem with Vincent, according to Tamar, was that Vincent was a man. Vincent did not simp after her. See, he was supposed to simp up after her. She was Tamar Braxton. She looked way better than she do now because she had a little work done. I don't know what she did to her face. It's not cute. Okay? Kept her body together and all of that type of stuff. Vincent was a high quality, high value man. He not only was a wealthy man, he was a man. He was of high quality in his masculinity. He understood how the world worked. He had system, order, structure, and leadership. This is what he had. And this is what he provided to her. Put up in $1 million home or whatever. Beautiful place. You could tell that Vincent loved her, wanted to build with her, wanted to help her in her career. He wanted to do that, wanted to see her win in her career. However, she thought that the way she looked and being a Braxton and all this other stuff was going to make him simp after her and cut it easy and cut some slack and make no. See, she didn't like Vince for a couple of reasons. Number one, he didn't simp after her, like I said. There were many times where I seen Vince calmly just check her. You can't talk to me like that. However you think you about to talk to me, however you think you about to act with me, however this little attitude, snatching dreams and got your neck going, we not doing that, Tamar. We not doing that. I don't know who you talking to. I don't know who you doing that with. And then trying to get your sisters involved, trying to get your family. I don't care about none of that. I respect them. I love you. It's fine. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to sit here and disrespect me like I'm not your husband. You're not going to do it. I run this. I run the relationship, ma'am. So all that snatching dreams, kill that. Kill that. All that hood hyena, stop that. You was raised in a whole 2-parent home. I don't want to hear that. We had this child and all that kind of stuff. Now, the second problem with Vince is that he didn't fast track her to the type of success that she felt like being with him needed to catapult her into. What she failed to realize is that she has not had that success to that level before or after him. She's still doing 10-year anniversaries for Love and War. That was a single on the album she released with Vince. She wanted to be able to slack off and not work as hard as his other artists and not put in the amount of sweat and tears that it would have taken for her to get where she wanted to be. She thought it was supposed to happen quick. And when it didn't happen at the rate she thought it should have happened, she got mad at Vince. She got mad at Vince as if it were his fault. Because that's why she got with him in the first place. Not to be a wife to him, not to be good to him, not to make a life with him to death do us part, but to be able to utilize the biggest stepping stone she had come across to get to the type of fame and popularity and success that she wanted to be. And when she realized, he said, you gotta work for that. Just because you with me doesn't make it so. Okay? Yeah, we know you can sing. Now, can you show up to these places like I need you to? Can you come into these studio sessions like I need you to? Can you come to these promotion sessions like I need you to? Can you show up like I need you to? I put you in position to win, but you got to do the work. She didn't want to do that. She did not want, I guarantee you she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do it. She wanted what Tony had, but Tony Braxton done put in like 30 years of work. Tony is in like her 50s now, like her early 50s or early to mid 50s. Tony been out since he was young. Tony done reached legendary status. She put the work in. So she left Vince because Vincent would not let her walk all over him. He wouldn't let her listen. He helped you with this album tremendously. It was her most successful album. At a late stage in the game for her. Let's not put that aside. At a late stage in the game for her. Love and War was Grammy nominated. Okay? Now you got to capitalize off the success of that album. You got to start from the ground. Your Braxton name don't carry you but a little. You got to start from the bottom, baby. You got to treat this album like your freshman album. You may have had tracks of singles album before then, but don't nobody remember that. This your freshman album. Now you got to come with a sophomore album. You got to build on that success. She didn't want to do that. So then she started trying to talk about Vince was being controlling and Vince was being abusive and this, that, and the third. No, he wasn't. He just had order for her. That's all. That's what he had for her. He had order for her that she didn't want to have, that she didn't want to do. He also kept the boundary between a personal relationship and a work relationship. You're my wife, but you're also my artist. And you're not following my leadership in either position. You combative in both positions. Lady Gaga, a bigger star than you. She don't give me this much pushback. She left that marriage and consequently left from under the leadership of him professionally. She been spiraling ever since. She ain't got her footing yet. She tried to show up on a little talk show, morning show, The Real. They got rid of her because she got an attitude. She's unworkable. She's dysfunctional. She's a dirty, back-footed hyena. And she don't know how to even put it away for professional purposes. I need y'all to listen. However, we're going to go to a little commercial break. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.
So what I need you all to do is go to crimsoncure.com, pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. The link is in the description box as well. I don't know how many likes we need, but I know I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to, Okay. So thank you, Jamal. Says shout out to Miss Crimson. Thank you so much. Thank you once again, Almond Eyes. Says she didn't put in the work. Too busy being a hyena. Exactly. She been spiraling ever since. What I need y'all to understand is she has not met. She has not gotten. She can't find Vincent again. And she need him. She needed a man like him to direct her, to lead her, to give her an SOS to follow. Her followership is horrendous. She don't listen to nobody talking. She got to be right. She rather be right than have peace. I need y'all to look at this lesson, ladies. Don't be one of them women that rather be right than have peace in your house with your man. Don't be one of them women that can't take structure, that can't take an order, that can't take instructions. When you know that man don't got nothing but your best interest at heart and mind. That's all he got. Is your best interest. And you push that to the side and poo-poo it to the side because you want to do what you want to do. And you think you can do it better. He give you a little bit of traction and you figure, oh, I can run with it now. I don't need him to help me further. I can do it now on my own without him. No, you cannot. No, you can't. Because it was his leadership and structure that got you there. Because had you been able to do it on your own, you would have done it. But you didn't. So you did need him to help you. She thought Zaddy would save her. Now we get into the Mrs. Cartwright part. Thought Zaddy would save her. Save her from what? The spiral she been in. But before she got to Zaddy, let's talk about this little hood booger dude, whoever he is, that she been messing with, that sets her up to get robbed. Let's talk about that guy. While you're living in your most expensive building in Atlanta. But you let one of them grimy hood dudes break you down. Had to. He was wearing black forces. He had black force energy. See, it's hood dudes and then it's grimy hood dudes. It's hood dudes that'll just come through, knock it down. He cool. He not about to do nothing to you. And he gonna move on once it's over with. Okay. And then there's the grimy black forces energy dude. You should not be messing with him at all. Because he gonna come through. And he gonna break you down. But he's also scoping. He's casing the joint. Okay? As you try to flex and stunt, he casing the joint. So when it don't even gotta be over, he gonna set you up to be robbed, baby girl. He gonna set you up. Who's robbing her? Cause see, her other home got robbed by a guy she said she knew. So that was the dude that was breaking her down with the Black Air Force and One energy. You don't want to see me coming in these black forces. Like he was coming with the black forces. I was robbed by a man I know. We know. He broke you down so good. Oh, but he cased the joint. And then he had his girls or whoever, his nephew, whoever they were. He know where you be at. And he just sets you up. She know who those people are or who they're connected to. She know exactly who robbed her. I don't know why I keep getting violated. Because you violate people. You may not rob them. You may not stick them up, but you violate people. See, you never know how karma come back at you. It don't got to be exactly how you dished it out. It could be something else. All that stuff that you like, all that stuff that you put your value in, somebody come take it. So that guy sets her up. I don't know what it's going to take for her to get rid of him. But she met Mr. Cartwright. And she thought Mr. Cartwright would save her from all of the past foolishness that she was doing. I don't need nobody to hold me to the past. Holding me to the stuff I used to do. No, ma'am. This is the stuff that you do because you heard what he said. I have to get back to positive energy. This is a dude with chaos in his life that looked at her and was like, you know what? 7 months of you. About to pull my hair out. I gotta go. This is a dude with baby mamas. And you're too much. Talking about your mental health. Girl, I don't want to hear that. You're too much. Ma'am. He left her. Not saving her from that. He's not protecting her from whoever that dude is. He's not doing it physically. He's not even doing it legally. And he's supposed to be a lawyer. So is he even giving her legal recourse? I don't think so. She said she didn't feel protected even by Zaddy. She couldn't even secure the engagement to the marriage, not marrying you. And it's his fault. It's his fault. According to her, it's his fault. He's the one that's fallen into, her past and certain things about her. No, he's with you. He's with you. He's not with the image of you on the Braxtons. He's with you. And he can't take it. And he can't take it. Now you essentially live out of your car like a homeless person because you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go or none of that. The lesson. What's the lesson? Because I'm not just talking about this to talk about it. What's the lesson to the women? That man that you think is so boring and so he's controlling me. He want to know this information and that information. He want to know where I go and come. He want to know, what I'm doing. He wants to, know what I'm wearing and this and that, what kind of friends I got and all of this type of thing. You know the difference between a man that is trying to control you out of some type of negative space or whatever, and you know the difference between that and a man that is being a man. Y'all ask for these men. Y'all ask for these men. You ask for the men that are gonna be men. You ask for the men that's gonna have leadership. You ask for the men that's not gonna sniff up after your dirty drawers. You ask for these men. And when you get these men, you can't tolerate these men. And that somehow it become the man's fault that you can't tolerate it. The reason why the relationship seem like it's got so many problems is because you can't submit to the order. That's why it's got so many problems. That's why y'all be bickering back and forth. That's why all this stupidity be going on. I guarantee you right now, for as much as I enjoy being around my husband and I enjoy his company, I enjoy his energy and all that kind of stuff, the reason why we don't have friction is because I'm not battling and combating and struggling against his order. It would be a very different dynamic if I were doing that. If everything he said was a problem, if everything he said I can't do it, if everything he wanted done suddenly don't get done, and all this other type of stuff, I bet you I would have a different experience of that man. I probably wouldn't like being around him that much because we bicker and we argue, but is it his fault or my fault? You want to be in relationships where men lay the groundwork and set you up to be successful, whether that's successful within the relationship with them or successful in profession or whatever it is. You want them to bring you the SOS necessary to make sure that you can win, but you struggle against it. Because you can't relinquish the control and you want to do what you want to do. Ultimately, you just want to do what you want to do. And you want him to sit back silently and allow you to do that. And he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He can't afford to. Especially these men y'all say y'all want. Y'all say y'all want a man with this going on and that going on in his life, and he running this and he a boss. Men who are bosses run things. They have to have things in order for the things to work. You want a man that can produce results, positive outcomes, whose problem solving results in good resolutions where we can move forward, whose planning actually results in the things that he say it's gonna result in. Y'all say y'all want this man. That is part of the high value man. It's not just about he make a certain amount of money like y'all think it's about. Who is this man that y'all are asking for? And some of you may have that man, and you do not know that you have that man, and you're not respecting the fact that you have that man. Jeannie Mai didn't respect it. Tamar didn't respect it. She did not respect who Vincent Herbert was as a man. She did not respect that. She thought she could pull a bunch of stupid stuff and be chaotic and be out of control and be rolling her neck and telling him this and that. She thought that she could utilize her family to tame him rather than her submit under what he was doing, what he had her doing. She thought she could use her family's leverage and all of them jump him and gang up on him, verbally or whatever, to get him to cave to do the stuff that Tamar wants to do. And he wasn't having it. And when he wasn't having it, now you gotta go. I can do. She hasn't. I want y'all to understand. She has not done better. She has done worse. without that man. The black man that she thought she looked too good for. You know, she thought she was more of a dime than he needed to be. You know, that's why he shouldn't have been trying to tell her nothing, because, I mean, look at what kind of woman I am on your arm. A disobedient one? A combative one? One that always got her neck moving? That kind of woman on my arm? That's who I got? Thank you, Mike Jones. I remember when they first started dating, Tamar was showing Zaddy off like she came up. Wow, how the mighty has fallen. Exactly. And he wasn't even nothing to be coming up on. He was a whole pookie. Thank you, R.O. Say Allah wins again against all this debauchery and sin. Thank you so much. Thank you, Quiet Storm. Say submit and watch hyenas have a meltdown. Exactly. Thank you, Bakish, for your super sticker. I appreciate you. And thank you so much, Miss Lucchese, for your super sticker as well, sweetheart. If things go down the way they probably going to, Remy Ma gonna learn that lesson. I need y'all non-celebrity women that are looking and listening. Get it together. If it's not together, get it together. Men try to maintain. They try to correct. They try to keep protected and covered what they care about. What they care about. If he don't never ask you no questions, if he don't never bring you no SOS, if he don't never try to make sure that you this and you that and you good and what's going on with you and ask you no questions, nothing like that, he don't care nothing about you. He's not protecting you. It's not this guard dog pit bull stuff y'all think it is. If he's not providing no SOS to you, no leadership to you, he don't care what's going on with you. It's not a flex. You should be scared when he stopped doing all of that. When you want to go and come as you please and don't tell him a yay or nay, coming or going, this relationship about a wrap. Understand that. See, y'all don't understand men's language. Y'all don't understand men's language. When they talk to you, when they speak verbally and non-verbally, when he start taking his systems order and structure away, this about a wrap. Fellas, am I telling the truth or not? It's about a wrap. I don't care. Baby, I don't care. Just go. I don't care. Do what you want to do. When he start talking about do what you want to do, that's a problem. You are looking at the end. That's the beginning of the end of the relationship. Please know that. Please know that that's not him caving. That is not him giving in to you. That's him giving up on you. That is not him giving in to you. That is him giving up on you. He's giving up on you and he's giving up on this relationship. Men who care protect. They provide their leadership. They provide their system, order, and structure to the women. They provide their leadership in the form of the provision of 4 P's: provision, problem solving, protection, and procreation. They are doing this on a consistent basis. The moment that he takes that off of you, you're done for. You're done for. I would never want to be in a situation where my husband tell me, just do what you want to do. The unspoken part of that is you will no longer receive the benefit of my leadership. That's what that means. Translate that for you. Do what you want to do means you will no longer benefit from my leadership because you have taken my leadership for granted. You've told me how you don't want it. You've told me how you don't need it. You've ignored it. All of that, all of that, all of that. So now I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you're trying to do. I don't want to know what your thoughts are. I don't want to know where you're going. I don't care who you're hanging with. I don't care who you called. I don't care. I don't care who called you just got up. I don't care. Do what you want. Because you're going to do it anyway. So do what you want. Because what I've been talking about don't matter. So do what you want to do. Because you're hard-headed anyway. So what I want to do is since you want to make your bed hard, I'm going to let you lay in it. I'm going to let you lay in it. I'm going to simply teach you a nice little lesson about how you have benefited from my leadership by simply taking it away. We'll take the safety net off. We're going to take the training wheels off and see how you do. That's what Vincent did. Okay. Give me my son. You're not going to live off me that way. Give me my son. Because what you're not going to do is dangle him in front of me like a chess piece of pawn. That's you're not going to do that. So give me my son. And you go out into the wilderness. And you see how the wolves treat you. Because I know you're a sheep. You think you're a wolf. I know you a sheep. Because I'm a wolf. So go. See if you can make your career pop. See if you're going to find a man that cared about you more than me, that had better leadership than me. See if you can find one that knew what he was doing better than me. See that you can find one that loved you better than me. Go see it. Go. But understand that if you walk out that door, you can never come back. Don't come back. Don't you come back over here. I don't want you after you leave. I want you now. I don't want you when you go. So choose wisely. Now I'm out of here. Okay. I don't hold no hostages. So you can go. Go on. Go. Bye. I hope you have a good life. Like I don't even wish no bad on you. I hope you're able to do what you think you're gonna be able to do, but I know better. I know better than that. Because I know you. You don't got the discipline. You don't have what it takes to do what you want to do or what you trying to do or get the outcome you trying to get. You don't have what it takes without my leadership or somebody's leadership that's just as strong. And she done spiraled down. But I'm not going to have my son with you with this foolishness. Then she tried to go to Zaddy. Like Zaddy was finna help her. Like he was finna help her. And you see what kind of white man she attracted. A Pookie. They try to throw out, oh, he a lawyer. Where's his practicing firm? I don't want to hear about that degree you got. Because if you're not a working lawyer, okay, if you don't have a firm or a part of a firm, and you get consistent work as a lawyer, or you got your own firm with consistent clientele, I don't want to hear nothing about that degree. What's the name of your firm? Huh? Because if he was about anything, he wouldn't be over there with Tamar in the first place. She would not have been on his radar. The fact that she was on his radar tell me a lot about him. So you didn't have too much going on with you either, sir. With all them baby mamas lined up. Ain't nobody stupid. Oh, he's a lawyer. That don't mean he's successful nowhere. I want to see you firm, because he makes mixed women and black women his baby mamas. He don't do that to Becky. His baby mamas was mixed. And they was like half black and all that kind of stuff. So that's who he choose to spread his little Pookie seed with. Because he know where he can go. He know where he can go to do that. He better not do it with a bunch of Beckys. So she ain't Mrs. Cartwright either. See, you can't just flip over and think these white men gonna come save you. No, they're not. No, they're not. Not Mrs. Cartwright either. Wasn't even a whole year. And he threw that. Girl, give me a ring. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Give me an engagement ring. Give it to me. Give it to me. Just give it to me. I don't want to talk about it. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Out of there. How you too chaotic for a baby mama maker? Thank you, Miss 39 Dina, for your contribution, sweetheart. And thank you, Tristan, for your super sticker. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Oh, definitely not. See, it was the lack of being Mrs. Huxtable that got him over there trying to be Mrs. Cartwright. It's the failure to be Mrs. Huxtable that put him on that path. So you're right. Right. y'all better it's a couple of lessons. White men can't save you. You're not Mrs. Cartwright. And number two, the black men that you swear to God don't help you, don't protect you, don't have no leadership, don't do none of that, is the very men you be needing. Because when y'all leave these men, y'all go down the tubes fast. Always looking for that man again. You always look for that man again. The very man you left and said he was this and he was that, and he wasn't doing this, and you couldn't take this, and then you always be looking for that man. And I guarantee you can't never find him. You can't never find him. Because you be done looked up a lot of them times and got one above your pay grade that took a chance on you. And once you lose that opportunity, the ones that you really qualify for come to you. That's all that be happening. You look up, one done took a liking to you, and he betting what you deserve. You, for some superficial reason, think you're better than him. That's always your folly. You always think you better than somebody. Always better than a black man, no matter how high he is over you. You always better than him. Better than him. And then when he show you who he is and what it's really about, you get upset. You can't submit. You can't be under order. You can't complete the mission. You don't understand the assignment. You fumble the assignment. And then when you get through fumbling the ball and he bent you and then trade you, you got to get out of here, fumble bunny. That's the last time you going to cost me a game. Study fumbling the ball and all that kind of stuff. They done ran it back for a touchdown. Again. We can't win for losing with you. So, out. Giselle, even Mrs. Cartwright be fumbling sometime. Giselle Bundchen fumbled Tom Brady. She fumbled him. He won't stop playing. He won't stop playing football because you hell on wheels at the house. That's why he won't stop playing. He should have been retired. Tom Brady was 46 or something like that. He real old for a football player. He's supposed to be retired. 10 years ago, he's supposed to be retired. After he had got them rings and stuff like that, his jersey's supposed to be in the New England Patriots rafters somewhere. He won't stop playing football because he be doggone if he come home and you just running your mouth. He'd rather sit there and study, watch that game film. He ain't got nothing else to prove. Tom Brady wasn't finna win no ring no more. He been on the decline of his career. He was like a Tom Brady type. Like his knowledge of how to play the game has exceeded his physical ability to do it now. You're better off a coach or something to dispense that knowledge of how to be a quarterback. Like Peyton Manning, just a field general. He won that little ring with the Broncos. I believe Peyton Manning's out of there. I'm old. Can't do it no more. Tom Brady would have went home, but he had a hyena at the house. An albino hyena was at the house, yipping and yapping through the plains. No, I know that Peyton Manning was with the Colts for the most of his career, but he went to the Broncos to win that last Super Bowl, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, years ago. And then he retired for good. She had a albino hyena whooping through the plains. How many millions of dollars home I got to give you? Huh? Then gave you kids. I never tried to stop your modeling career or none of that. And every time it's the off season. That's why I can't wait for the season to start back. Cause I'm so tired of you. And he needs to retire for what? To do what? Retire to do what? Listen to you. Complain about having one of the best lives any woman could ask for on this planet. Do you know that there are women out here who is living in a third world country somewhere? She's a good woman. She deserves somebody to come get her, but ain't nobody there to come get her. She support her husband and they live in a hut that ain't covered with nothing but a piece of curtain. That's how they live. The flow ain't even a flow. And she love her husband to death. And I done gave you marble, money, Maybachs. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I could try to focus on my modeling. You old too, Giselle. You old, Giselle. You old, baby. Don't nobody want to see you come down that runway, that Victoria's Secret runway no more. You had your chance in the sunlight. We done with you. He went and get it, and the crazy part that had her feeling away is he went right back to the pool he got her from. The Victoria's Secret model pool. And got a young one. I thought nobody want to hit him back feet. I didn't think nobody would want. You don't think that these other white women want Tom Brady? What world do you live on? What planet do you live in? You don't think these other white women want Tom Brady? Come now. Come on. Knock it off. These white women. These white women will choke baby chickens to be with Tom Brady. Do you understand that? He is the pinnacle of he is the pinnacle of Mr. Cartwright. Do you understand that? Tom Brady in the world of the Cartwrights is the pinnacle of being Mr. Cartwright. He Mr. Cartwright. Do you understand me? And them white women wants to be Mrs. Cartwright. You didn't think somebody would want to be with Tom Brady. He Mr. Cartwright. Why would they want Tom Brady is Mr. Cartwright in the flesh? Thank you, Common Man. Late again, my bad, was watching what's going on in Kenya. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aro, again. So why do black women try to find God through white men's phallus? Or who knows? Thank you, Red Pill Zulu, for your super sticker. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Ruman. And said Tamar didn't have her They Live sunglasses, so she couldn't recognize she had accidentally snagged Heathcliff, and she will never get another one. No, she will not get another Heathcliff Huxtable. Okay. Will not, has not, can't. Thank you, Wayne. Said when Giselle screamed "go" to the dog on CBS a couple weeks ago, I knew she was a hyena. It's over for Giselle is a hyena. Got them albino back feet dragging all through. We bites all the hyenas over here, so she's a albino hyena. She a hyena. You broke your marriage for what, hyena? So you can hoop through the plains. Nobody wants you. Okay. I don't care how prominent your pelvic bone is, baby. Okay, you a whole, you got kids. Okay, you are old news. You are old Giselle Bundchen. You was hot back in the earlier 2000s, girl. 15 years ago, and all that kind of stuff. White men was on Giselle. That's why he got her. They was the Mr. and Mrs. Cartwright to the Jay-Z and Beyonce. Do y'all understand that? They was the Mr. and Mrs. Cartwright. Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Say Tamar didn't snow Poppy Peter. She got thrown back to the streets. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, James, for your contribution. Sweet. See, this what I'm talking about. Luke Casely silly. He got himself a fresher collarbone. Yeah. Yeah, he got him a young pelvic bone. Her collarbone stick out real prominent. Her pelvic bone is visible. You feel me? And she young. Okay? Her underwear got that little space that's only held up by the two pelvic bones on the side. That's what they be looking for. See, can her pelvic bone hold up her underwear? Y'all know that's what it is. He need a collarbone out. You understand me? It don't hurt if one or two ribs is, you know, if she stretch, you can see a rib a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. That's preferable. That's preferable. Y'all know how it is. I ain't trying to really bag on white women like that, but that is how white men like them. I ain't stupid. That's how Mr. Cartwright like Mr. Cartwright. He like Mr. Cartwright thin. He want her thin. He don't want a scary thin, but he do want a thin. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I want you guys to jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, because you definitely, a lot of my listeners enjoy the content, but forget to hit the subscribe button. So go ahead, check it out. If you like the content, if you enjoy this content, go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Okay. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure. And this was my perspective. Bye bye, Crimsonites.